Okay, we are back at ESPC 25. Christian,
Zoe.
Sarah.
and we have last names as well. But
Do
we're
we?
here. We're here to talk and just kind of a wrap up of kind of a day one, day two, being back in Dublin, but at ESPC 25. Any standout moments from the last 2 days?
So for me, I think it has to be Jamie Teven's keynote yesterday. She's the chief scientist at Microsoft. And when we think about how AI will change work, she's like 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of everybody else.
Yeah.
And the way that she was able to bring this to life in the context of human and people and how we work, I thought was just incredible.
For me, it's got to be community. The energy around the event has been fantastic, and everyone meeting up, catching up, meeting new people. It's always fantastic, ESPC.
I had a conversation yesterday where we were talking about with some of us that are of a certain age that have been around the community for a long time, but talking about the evolution of the community and the technology. Now we have AI technology that's come and take over. It kind of plays into both of those things. Like, what are people going to talk about? What questions are customers asking? And how does this change what we need to be thinking about, talking about? Is it changing? I still consider myself a SharePoint guy. And so how does this change kind of the fundamentals of knowledge management and collaboration?
So my Twitter handle is still SharePoint Zoe, even though I've been a lot broader than that for a long time. And I think for me, when we think about community, one of the things that I love is the fact that loads of our friends from the BizApps community are here.
Yeah.
Because with the changes in technology, the lines between the different technologies are becoming ever more blurred. And what that means is that we all need to work together to figure out how to make these things work together for people.
I do sometimes wonder where you have this collaboration-focused event, the Microsoft 365-focused event, and it's a blend of kind of all the different things, but you have the Power Platform Conference, the Fabric conferences now, which are also huge, and I just think so many of those people need to be at this event. It's relevant as well.
Yeah, and we're seeing more of the collaboration people, more of the Microsoft 365 people attending the Power Platform type events as well. But you asked about the change, what we're seeing people talking about. I think it's been really nice to see people going back to the basics, talking about the basics of good SharePoint architecture. And as at an event that started in the roots of SharePoint, I think that's been really nice to see and hear.
And not just SharePoint. I was talking to someone earlier who presented a session on identity management. And one of the things that he was saying is it's so important to not forget the basics when you're looking at all of this sexy, shiny AI stuff.
Yeah.
I was just thinking how my first SharePoint-related presentation speech that I ever gave was as a Microsoft employee back in 2006, was at an internal conference called Tech Ready back then. I think it's been rebranded. But the topic was governance. And no one was talking about governance. And now I had a session on governance yesterday, and there were multiple sessions at the same time on different aspects of governance.
Yeah, and I had a session on the oversharing solution blueprint, so again, governance related, and I've been into more governance sessions this event as well, and it's great to see how many people are picking the governance track rather than them being empty sessions. There's a lot of people interested in that. Those features. So that's also been quite an interesting thing to observe.
I remarked that I walked in 10 minutes early to my session, and there were over 200 people sitting there. It's fairly full in the room. And at the end of it, I said, I'm really amazed that at the end of the governance session, most of the people had not left.
Yeah.
Win.
That's always a win. Yeah, if you get to the end of the session with the same number of people in as you started,
Right.
or more, that's a win.
Yep.
It's been great to see how busy the Expo Hall has been as well, and to see this kind of new era of technologists coming through who are coming to the community and learning, because when things are moving so quickly, I think people have to come to things like this to learn.
Right.
Yeah. And the Expo Hall's been busy. I mean, you're
very.
talking about people coming into the Expo Hall, but we're seeing people come in at the start of the breaks, but head out to the sessions as well after the breaks.
Yeah.
There's not, which for me is the sign of a really healthy conference. People want both the
Right.
the sponsors.
They're
they want
shuffling
to.
between both. They're
Yep.
on different levels, folks. So like it's an
It's not a
intentional
short
thing.
walk.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
it is a very intentional thing, and you have to bypass the coffee to get to the expo hall as well. So, it's really heartwarming to see people really taking advantage of all of the features of the event.
Now we are also, Sarah. We are standing with an award winner from the festivities this last
The
evening.
award winner.
And, right, and as well as the celebration, the birthday of SharePoint, 25 years. So it's coming up. Wasn't this week,
Yeah.
but we celebrated that as part of it as well. So
This was the European birthday party, wasn't it?
there we go.
Yeah.
And you got in advance. You're not waiting like from Hollywood movies for 3 to 6 months later for the major blockbuster to come out. You guys got it first.
Yeah, and as we should, because time wise, the US
Of
is
course.
behind
That's right.
behind Europe.
That's
you
right.
you travel kind of back in time. I'm going the wrong way.
I went forward in time, but
I don't
anyway.
do time zones, but
Yeah.
anyway.
But anyway, well, that's anything else stand up? Any final thoughts from the last 2 days?
I do want to come back to those awards that you mentioned, not just to embarrass Zoe, but it's really nice to have awards at a community event. And for those awards to be voted on by the community, because it really shows the winners and the finalists and anyone who's nominated just how much people appreciate what they're doing. So yes, Zoe did win a lot, 3.
Nice.
But I think all of the finalists in all of the awards really deserve the recognition that they got, and it's lovely to have that at an event like this.
Yeah, I think for me, it's not just about the recognition. Obviously, one of the awards I won was the diversity leader, and one of the reasons that I still make the effort to retain my MVP is because I think it's really important that women who are younger in their career can see visible female role models. So for me, the recognition, I mean, it's lovely, but actually the fact that it means that people younger in their career can see that and might be inspired by it, I think it's just wonderful.
One last thing I'll make. It's also nice to see sessions like today, a panel discussion with MVPs, basically on how to become an MVP and go down that path. So we are, as MVPs, always looking to nurture people that are interested in becoming part of the program. I actually have a call here in about 30 minutes with an AMA for people that want to find out how to become an MVP. And we've been doing that call every month for almost 2 years. We've had 14 people that are part of our cohort that have become MVPs. So it's great to see that kind of atmosphere here as well. And
Yeah, and the whole mentoring approach. As MVPs, we want to share our knowledge. That's why we do it,
Right.
to help others. And that mentoring is really an extension of that.
Yep. Well, looking forward to another full day tomorrow. We got festivities this evening, but thanks to both of you, and hopefully we'll see you next year at ESPC for those that didn't make it here.
Thank you.
Thank you.